I don't know. I think you're on a 2-game losing streak betting the
I
Ravens,
know.
man. What's going on? I warned you about the Giants, man. I know you're gonna say they were just lucky, but that's kind of the point. Defying every all logic.
I would play that again. Yeah, look, the Ravens have 3 losses to the Giants, Bills, and Dolphins. They've trailed for a total of 120 seconds in those games. 120 seconds. People are like, "Oh, well, the Ravens that's what they do. They blow leads." It's just freaky stuff that happens, and it's football. There's variance. Like I'm as high on the Ravens as I was higher on the Ravens after that game. They got upgraded. The Giants got downgraded. I'm you just hope that the regression in late games is over with, and then you actually get it going forward. But it's still one of the best coach team in the NFL. Now, what I will say is Rashad Bateman has become extremely important. With Bateman on the field this year, 7.9 yards per dropback, 0.28 EPA per dropback. That's the Chiefs offense. 0.28 EPA per dropback. It's right at the Chiefs, just below the Bills. Without Bateman, 5.4 yards per dropback, negative 0.08 EPA per dropback. That's the Washington offense. So it's obviously, there's a lot of noise in there and opponents, but it's noticeable. So we'll see if he plays. He was limited today. All kinds of injuries in this game. Like the entire Browns team is on didn't practice today. This line's probably about right. Browns are a mess. They just don't. Their defense is a mess. Brissett is turned it back into Brissett. Ravens will load the box here, just like they kind of did against the Giants. Ravens should win the game, but a lot of important injuries to monitor. Like even Lamar Jackson was limited today. I'm sure he'll be fine, but especially on the Browns side. But this line's about right. Should be around 6 or 7, depending on injury swings. I don't have much here. Keep an eye on the action app to see if I play anything based on some news the rest of the week. But this line looks pretty fair.
I can't believe you didn't mention my favorite stat. Or I mean, you I think got me alerted to it. But Kevin Stefanski is 2-11 against the spread in the division. Like that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, things are going sideways quick in Cleveland. That was an embarrassing loss last week.
Cleveland's just one of those teams. It's like, and there are a lot of teams like that in the NFL, especially this time of year when we don't, everyone hasn't completely formed their identity yet. But it's just like Cleveland it feels like they could squeak out a win against anyone, but they could also lose to like anyone. And I mean anyone. Like Cleveland could like give up 25 points to the Bears and lose, and then turn around and like beat the Chiefs 23-20 or something. It's the odd team.